these are two giants that will be meeting up, and we want to book a spot to the CAF Confederation Cup preliminary qualifiers. But it is a matter of wait and see to see who will be booking this particular one. And when you look at Mighty Blackpool, they are the most decorated club when you talk about the FA Cup, having won it in 83, 84, 94, and the last won this league in 2000. So 25 years later, they are back in the finals of the FA Cup. So it is a matter of wait and see what will happen for the side of Mighty Blackpool Football Club. Let's see. This match will commence at exactly 4:30 p.m. A clash of the Titans, one might refer to it as these two teams are high-profile teams when you talk about Sierra Leone football. The supporters of Mighty Blackpool will be anticipating an all-out win for them to become champions after 25 years of winning this particular cup. Is that forthcoming? You can sense the excitement, the zest. And now the two teams will be making their way in field. It's the Lions and Mighty Blackpool. Carshaw, J. Holland Cole. What a beautiful scene right here at Southern Arena. We have the officials. The two teams making their way in field. Mighty Blackpool and these the Lions. It's expected to be a cracker here tonight between the two teams. Let's see. How it's going to pan out here tonight for these two sides. That is Mighty Blackpool, the national anthem of Sierra Leone.
We all rise. Please let us all rise for the national anthem of Sierra Leone. And today,
the stage is set for the commencement of this finals. And any time from now, the national anthem of the country will be sung. Let's wait and see.
With the national anthem with a very sweet voice. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Madam Odilia Koroma.
The national anthem of Sierra Leone. In the middle. That is the sound of the national anthem, and the stage is set for the commencement of this finals between Mighty Blackpool and East Lions. I am Mayesa Samura, and I will be teaming up with Abdoulaye Fite. Hello, welcome, Abdoulaye Filakonte. What do you make up of this finals?
Thank you very much, Esther. I would want to say good afternoon to listeners right across the country and as well across Africa, as we're here today to witness a match that we've been anticipating for far long. Mighty Blackpool going up against Eastern Lions. Esther, we are watching here the two most successful teams in Sierra Leone football, and in the FA Cup, you would say Mighty Blackpool having an edge over Eastern Lions when it comes to them winning the FA Cup more than Eastern Lions. So if you ask what I make up of this final, I think we're here to watch a very, very tough encounter, a cracker one, as Mighty Blackpool, they went into the market to get a lot of players to form the squad that they're having now. But when you look at the squad of Eastern Lions, you will see that they have galacticos of players ahead. When you put them in papers, they are ahead of Mighty Blackpool in terms of on paper. But I'll tell you, we've gone past that in football. Man in 18 jersey, Simbo, who happens to be the most experienced player in this particular grand final today. He is also going there today as the captain of Eastern Lions, up against Mighty Blackpool, very young squad. Eastern Lions having galacticos of players who have the experience. They've played with the national team for a couple of times, and we're waiting to see what it's going to be like. Is it going to be for those who have the experience, or is it going to be for those who are the young ones with the youthful exuberance in this particular final? Esther, I think we're in to watch a very, very remarkable final between Mighty Blackpool and of Eastern Lions.
Indeed, a whole lot of dignitaries, the president of the Football Federation, Bamara, alongside the executive director of the National Sports Authority, that is Alfaka Conte, and host of other dignitaries have made their way to the arena for these finals. Let's see. Barrage of excited supporters. Mighty Blackpool. You can sense the anticipation from the supporters. They will be looking forward to winning this match for the first time in 26 years. The last time Mighty Blackpool won the FA Cup was in 2000 when they played against Port Authority Football Club, and they defeated Port Authority, the Waterfront Boys, by 4-1. Is that forthcoming in today's match, Abdoulaye Filakonte?
I think the atmosphere is very much different compared to the last time Mighty Blackpool won the FA Cup. They're up against Eastern Lions this season, Esther, and not against Port Authority. Eastern Lions coming into this game with galacticos of players, like I mentioned. Amongst them is Simbo, one very experienced player who has been with the national team for a very long time, has a couple of careers, played in Europe, played other parts of the world, and is here today to help Eastern Lions defend against Mighty Blackpool. Mighty Blackpool having the youths, full exuberance of players. The spectators were watching from a very, very close range, Esther. I think it's going to be a very tense match.
Indeed, and it was a daunting task for Mighty Blackpool in the semis after they secured a goalless draw with the side of Abacha City FC, and the match eventually progressed to a post-game penalties in which Mighty Blackpool defeated Abacha City by 4-3. And for the side of Eastern Lions, it was also a daunting task for them. But at the end of the day, we saw a dazzling performance from them, winning against Eastern Lions, FC Cologne by a goal to nil to book qualification to this final. So it's indeed a tough clash.
Indeed, like you rightly mentioned, when you mentioned the Mighty Blackpool and that of Eastern Lions, Esther, let's go back to history, and I think let's Sierra Leoneans, so those who are watching across Africa, know that in terms of the FA Cup, Esther, Mighty Blackpool are the most successful club in this competition, and so they are going up against their counterparts. They are in second position, that is Eastern Lions. So it's a very tense one. Both teams want to make history in this particular venue, the Southern Arena Stadium in Bow.
I want to agree with you, as considering the fact that Mighty Blackpool, they've won this particular cup 4 times in 1983, 1988, 1994, and the last being in 2000, 26 years later. Whilst Easter Lions, unfortunately, they've been progressing to the finals. We saw them in 2014. They progressed to the finals against Cambo Eagles, but unfortunately, they could not win that match as Cambo Eagles defeated by 3-1. And also in 2024 being their latest, when they qualified to the finals, we saw the skirmishes that happened in Port Loco against Bow Rangers, and the match was eventually transferred to Freetown at a prep school where they could not win against Bow Rangers as well, and they missed out in that finals.
When you mention the match against Cambo Eagles, it takes me back to say that very final was also played here in Bow. And that is why when you look at the team, they are very much determined, they are very much desperate to win this particular one, Esther.
That is the start of this particular match. Let's see. It's going to be a very tough encounter here for the two sides. It's the Lions taking on Mighty Blackpool. That was a beautiful catch. Poses no trouble at all for Mighty Blackpool. Somebody gets that one quickly. Let's see whether this will be the moment for Mighty Blackpool. But unfortunately, it was a beautiful clearance of danger zone, and the ball is in the center circle now. Let's see. It's the Lions FC. They have a lot to defend at this moment, having Anthony at the goal post. And for them not to concede an early goal, it means they need to keep their defense very much cemented at this point, because from all indication, either side are very much determined.
Indeed, Esther. Another interesting thing about this match today, Esther, is the fact that man in 34 jersey, that is Ali Mami, he was with Eastern Lions in the previous season, and today he's here again playing against Eastern Lions. One of the key players for Ali Mami Jr. In the previous season, he did contributed a lot to the performance of Eastern Lions, and that is why football is a very interesting game. Today, he's up here playing against Eastern Lions, and they are battling it out here at the Southern Arena Stadium for the FA Cup Championship.
Indeed. Let's see, Alusain Dombia haven't got his first experience with Leon Stars. That was an accolade on his side, and the most experienced player, David Simbo, gets that one. He started all over again. David was very much confident. In a pre-interview with him, he said they are optimistic. And interestingly, the last time Mighty Blackpool won the FA Cup, David Simbo was with the squad of Mighty Blackpool. And today, he is here playing against his former club, of which he won the FA Cup with some 25 years ago.
That is how dynamic football is, and that is why he's here representing the Eastern Lions squad, and he has shown how good he is in this competition. He has won it with Mighty Blackpool, and he wants to make another history to the SF Star by winning it with Eastern Lions. Remember, like I told you, Eastern Lions, they were unfortunate when they played against Cambo Eagles right here in Bow. They lost the FA Cup, and they are here again to change that particular narrative, to let the fans believe they can do it.
Will this be the moment for Eastern Lions Football Club, saying a whole lot of players on the side of Mighty Blackpool? And that was a beautiful catch from Santigi Saidu Kamara, and it poses no trouble for them at all. Player in number 14 get that one, Umaru Jalo. They're still pushing forward. Umaru again turns around beautifully. That was a clear opportunity, but the side of Eastern Lions now. What a beautiful clearance. They need to brace up. They need to tighten up their defense for them not to concede an early goal. But I must say, Abdoulaye Filakante, in a match of such magnitude, you can sense the zest. You can sense the determination coming from either side.
Both teams want to win this particular one, Esther, and that is why we're seeing they are going helter-skelter to get things right. You saw the chance Mighty Blackpool had over there, and Chinedu, the goalkeeper in goal for Eastern Lions, came out at the right time to secure and save the situation. That was a very good one. And now we're watching the situation unfolding in defense. Mighty Blackpool trying to build from defense. Eastern Lions as well. It seems as if they are playing similar game. They are playing with 4-3-3. You look at the shape they are keeping at the moment. And don't forget, Eastern Lions are playing with Kagbo, who is one of the players who is competing for the highest goal scorer award in this competition with 4 goals.
This is the Ghanaian now. Yamaki who sends that one. Let's see. Will this be the moment for them? Oh, somebody was pulled off closer to the 18-yard arc. And it poses no trouble at all for Eastern Lions. They have succeeded in getting a kick in a very promising position. Will this be the moment for Eastern Lions? Abdullahi Filakante, an infringement close to the 18-yard arc.
The reason why you're seeing the fans, they are shouting because these are some of the chances Eastern Lions converted when they were trying to progress through to the grand final. Remember, they have a very good quality free kick taker.
Will Abdul make the difference? Let's see whether Abdul will make the difference, but he leaves that one for his teammate for the kick to be taken. Let's see. Abdullahi Fulakonte, will this be the moment?
This is a very promising one, Esther. Idris Asisei is very dangerous in such situations. We've seen him convert from that point. Is this going to be another one for him to convert this time around?
Idrissa positioned the ball, waiting for the instruction, and here goes the sound. Ow. That was not what they wanted at the end of the day.
Exactly, but they are still hopeful, Esther. It's a corner kick, and it's a very promising one. Eastern Lions are still knocking on the doors of Mighty Blackpool. Are they going to unlock the doors of goalkeeper Fatmata in goal?
Let's see what will happen before the end of this first half. Another opportunity, but Fatmata was there swiftly and positional trouble at all for Mighty Blackpool Football Club. A Chester could go. You can sense the determination from both sides. Mighty Blackpool, Francis turns around. Oh, another brilliant defensive work. But it's still Mighty Blackpool in possession. And the player was pulled. That was pushing from the back. Tense encounter. Even though one might say they are yet to settle. Abdullahi Filakante.
Of course, we're watching a grand final between two of the most successful teams in the country, and that is why they need to be very careful. We watch how both teams are taking their time in this game to be able to see how best they can analyze the match. I think that the coaches are looking for a way to see that. They are looking for a leeway or maybe a weak point that they are going to penetrate through. For Mighty Blackpool, it seems as if the defense is watertight. Alimami Jr., like I told you, he was with Eastern Lions in the previous season and is making things difficult for them in this particular match today. Very good one. Yes, Eastern Mighty Blackpool coming through again with Alimami Jr., like you already mentioned. He goes for the right flank, but Santigi wins possession in 14. They are coming again to SS, who is one of the highest goal scorers in the competition with 4 goals. He's trying to see how best he can add up to his tally in this particular match today. Is the defense going to make that possible for him? They are going again, and Eastern Lions, Kamara plays for Alimami. They are trying to see how best they can penetrate from the left hand. They want to see how best they can get a leeway in this particular match. The coaches are definitely out there giving instructions to the players to see how best they can be able to go by what they've trained all over this week. We saw Eastern Lions and Mighty Blackpool. They are very much determined to clinch this particular FA Cup this season. The momentum, the fans are ready to celebrate. Who is it going to be for? Simbo in the team. That was a mispass.
Oh, my goodness.
A mispass there, Esther. And I think Eastern Lions, they need to be careful.
Indeed, they need to be careful. But I must say, the winner of this particular championship will definitely represent Sierra Leone in the CAF Confederation preliminary qualifiers, which will start in September 4, 2026. So it will be a a good opportunity for either side to make it to the continental stage of Life Conte.
Exactly, Esther. The stakes are high. That is why you were saying the determinations from the players, from the fans, from the technical team, from the management, like you rightly understood. We saw the head of delegation for Mighty Blackpool, that is the chairman, and also the head of delegation for Eastern Lions, Chairman Antonio Junior Navo.
Alongside Warden Michael for Mighty Blackpool.
Exactly, that is why they're here. They are very much determined. Eastern Lions are coming out from the far right. It's SS, trying to see how best he can get through, pulls the trigger, but fact matter was in goal. One thing so interesting about the match is the fact that both goalkeepers are beginning to show their qualities in this particular match. But most of the time, you will definitely not want the goalkeepers to be having too many chances for him to show what quality he possesses, and that is why Mighty Blackpool are coming through, and it's a throwing out to them. A good one, Kamara sends one again to Mustafa, goes back to Alimami Bundu in 34 jersey. He was with Eastern Lions in the previous season. A good cut off there from Kamara. Eastern Lions are beginning to play their normal game, and I think Mighty Blackpool need to be very watchful. They need to take their time, especially by the way we're seeing the guys of Eastern Lions are playing. They are beginning to get their normal game. They are beginning to get possession in the game, and that is exactly what Mighty Blackpool are here to frustrate Lions from doing today. Kamara going again from the right flank. Plays for Fofana from the far right, and the crosser comes in. That's what the chance! That was very close, Esther. And I think the defense, Sulaiman and the rest of the other guys are beginning to get themselves together to say we need not to allow such crosses to come into the defense. Fatmata giving instruction again to the captain of Mighty Blackpool to say they need to be careful. They need to stop such crosses coming in from such points because they are dangerous. We've seen a couple of chances being converted by Cargo in other matches. Captain goes up there, Simbo, he wins possession. A midfield battle, a Bundu, and now they're coming again. Alusain, he wins possession for Mighty Blackpool. He's been dispossessed again. Mighty Blackpool are still holding on to possession, and now Cargo tries to see how best he can support the midfield, and it's a foul. Referee gives a kick to Mighty Blackpool. Alimami Bundu in midfield seems to be very much calm, taking things very easy, and I think Eastern Lions are beginning to now feel what Mighty Blackpool are here to do. Bundu Alimami, we've seen him score from short point, and he's very much good in taking he's a dead ball specialist. He goes from afar, and he wants to test Chinedu, and definitely it's a goal kick for the guys of Eastern Lions. Chinedu, very much confident, still having a word with the captain, Simbo, who is the most experienced player in this particular grand final. He has been with the national team for a couple of times, and like you rightly heard from Estemari, he was with Mighty Blackpool when they won the FA Cup the last time, back then, 2 decades plus ago, and now he's here again today as the captain for Eastern Lions. Is he going to lead Eastern Lions to win the FA Cup against his former team, Mighty Blackpool? It's what we're still waiting for. Referee in the middle has been very much cautious in the way he's administering cards, the way he's giving instruction to the players. He's telling them to take their calm, and he's right on top of situation, Estemari, when it comes to the FA Cup final.
That is the centre referee, Suleiman S. Kamara from Potloko, and being assisted by AL1 Mahmoud A. Conte. He is from McKinney. You have the AL2 Alusain Conte from Western area. These are all CAF certified officials. So no doubt them being on top of situation in this finals.
We definitely have to commend the organizers for giving us quality. That is exactly what we're seeing here, Esther. Like you rightly mentioned, they are certified referees from CAF, and that is why lots is expected of them. Simbo, David, the captain for Eastern Lions, positions the ball. He waits to take it from afar. Remember, he has been around for a very long time. He has played in the Sierra Leone Premier League, the Guinean Premier League. He has been to Azerbaijan. He has been to Norway. He has been with the national team for a couple of times. Kamara puts a crosser into Cargo. Cargo couldn't quite get to that one. And the clearance comes in there from Sulaiman. Now they're going again. Kamara in 17, waiting for his companions to see who is willing. And Numix, the French international, Numike goes to Cargo. Cargo being dispossessed in the process. And it's also again a throw for mighty Blackpool. Both teams are taking their time in this final. They really want to be very careful not to concede in the very first half. Like you earlier mentioned, remember when mighty Blackpool were in the last final, they scored 4 goals. And they're up here again today against Eastern Lions. But they are very much careful for them not to concede. They want to be ahead. Coach Yellowman, very much active, trying to see how best he gives instruction to the players for them to do what is right on the pitch. A cutoff comes in there. Numux gets possession. Bundu, he goes to Kamara, the captain. A clearance comes in there from the mighty Blackpool defender. And now it's Numux in 15. He goes to Dumbuya. Dumbuya finds Alpha. Alpha now tries to connect Raphael. Raphael in 12. Going there, Idrissa. Idrissa still trying to see how best he can make a very good pass there. It does. That was very clever from Idrissa Cisse. He goes back now. This is very good. The fans are beginning to enjoy the way Eastern Lions are playing in this particular grand FA Cup final, Esther, right here in the Southern Arena Stadium.
Indeed, you can sense the teamwork, the accurate passes, and they seem to have taken control of the ball. Another opportunity, long ball, and they get control of it. That is Emmanuel. What a strike, but unfortunately, the side of mighty Blackpool, they were there, defending their territory doggedly for them not to concede a goal. Like you mentioned, Abdoulaye Filakante, we are seeing a very good pass from the side of Eastern Lions. It seems they want to get the opener here this evening.
They are desperate, and I think from what we're seeing here, it's like Innocent and Idrissa, they want to really connect SS. Like I told you, he's with 4 goals in the competition, and I think they need to a bit try to see how they can change the dynamics and get something in this particular one. Now it's Dumbuya, goes there for Kamara, Kamara to Fofana. Lions are now looking very dogged, Esther. They are searching. They want to unlock the doors of mighty Blackpool, and mighty Blackpool defense seems to be proving very stubborn for them.
That was a beautiful pass from Alusain, but he was met with a cemented defensive line, and as such could not break through the 6-yard arc off the side of mighty Blackpool.
The reason why mighty Blackpool are in the finals, Esther, is as a result of this defense. They are the worker. They've done so much in this competition. They've defended with their lives. We saw them in the semi-finals. They were very much good. The technicality is very top-notch, and that is why, like I told you, you watch the way they are playing, the shape they are keeping. It's very much difficult for Eastern Lions to penetrate. They are playing with 2 holding midfielders to frustrate the likes of Innocent and that of SS to pierce through the defense, Esther. They are going again. Kamara in 17 for Eastern Lions, and that was a very hard tackle there, but referee says play on, and now it's Alusain. Remember, he was with the national team, and this could be a chance for Eastern Lions.
Opportunity. But that was brilliant goalkeeping.
That was very close, Esther. And the goalkeeper, for matter, was rising attendance to save the ship of mighty Blackpool. And now it's the chance again for Blackpool, but a foul on Kamara.
What a match we are witnessing here at Southern Arena. You can sense the rivalry coming from these 2 teams. From the onset, when you talk about the T-Stars boys, when you talk about the Killers, it's always about rivalry. It's always about who is the best. And that's exactly what is being exhibited here this evening.
Indeed, and the fans are really enjoying the match. And fans are really pleased. Eastern Lions now trying to see how best they can also defend Chinedu. Esther, that was very close. And it's definitely going to be a free kick to Eastern Lions. Chinedu was out there. It was very timely from the goalkeeper. And Chinedu waiting for the instructions from the AR1 in the middle to continue proceedings. Eastern Lions. They've had close chances in this game.
From the onset, when you talk about the T-Stars boys, when you talk about the Killers, it's always about rivalry. It's always about who is the best. And that's exactly what is being exhibited here this evening.
Indeed, and the fans are really enjoying the match. And fans are really pleased. Eastern Lions now trying to see how best they can also defend Chinedu. The attack to get something for SS in the box. I think they need to also be careful. In as much they are looking to get the opener in this match, they also need to be very careful to defend very well in this particular encounter, Estamari.
Indeed. This is Chinedu who positioned the ball for the kick to be taken. The goal kick, supporters of Eastern Lions very much calm at the moment. The drums are not drumming currently from both sides. Another header could go this time around. Charlo turns around quickly for mighty Blackpool, but Eastern Lions gets control of the ball. Somebody sends a long shot infield. Let's see how it pans out. Oh no.
It's
all settles for
it's a corner.
A corner throw in favor of Eastern Lions.
Like you earlier mentioned,
what are you
Esther,
anticipating, Abdoulaye Filakante?
This is Sierra Leone football at its finest. Passion, skills, raw emotions. That is what we're seeing currently in this particular match. The players, Dumbuya, he's showing experience. He's showing the players that he was with the national team. He has learned a lot from some of the most senior players. And he's also playing here again today with Simbo. Now it's a cross again, comes in from Dumbuya. A crosser! Fatmata was right in attendance to get that one in the basket. Now Kamara, a cut off there. They want to unlock the doors of mighty Blackpool, and mighty Blackpool defense seems to be proving very stubborn for them. Mighty Blackpool are waiting to do in this final. They want to break from the wings. They are taking their time. They are very much patient in this final, playing with two holding midfielders to frustrate Lions from penetrating through their defense. But they are hopeful in their wingers that they can create problems for the defense of Eastern Lions. A good one there again, coming from Eastern Lions. Kamara in 17. A clearance comes in from the captain in 6. Fauna, very much desperate, very much determined. And one very popular name, one very outstanding player for mighty Blackpool is not in the starting lineup for today. Francis Bangura. He has been the captain in 2 or 3 matches. From what we learned from the head coach or the technical team, that he suffered an ankle injury. That is why the coach decided to go with Alimami. And we're having our Francis Bangura on the bench, but very much hopeful that maybe he might be given a chance in this grand final to play against Eastern Lions. Remember, before the season started, Eastern Lions were roughly going for Francis Bangura to join them, but here again, he's playing for mighty Blackpool. A header comes in from Fauna. Fauna to Innocent. Innocent goes to Numuke. Numuke trying to see how best he can make a cross through, but a good tackle there from Fauna Esther. Good one there. The defense seems to be very more tense. Estamari, we're really enjoying the finals here at the Southern Arena Stadium. Now it's Kamara. It goes to Idrissa. Idrissa goes to Fofana, who goes to Idrissa Cissé. Idrissa Cissé puts a crosser, comes in. But that was not too good to get to Cargo or neither Innocent. It's a goal kick for mighty Blackpool. Mata, when you look at the track records of mighty Blackpool and that of Eastern Lions, you will definitely know why we're having such a very, very good final right here at the Southern Arena Stadium. 2 of Sierra Leone's most successful team going up against each other here. Eastern Lions looking out for them to add up to their tally, as mighty Blackpool are the leaders. They've won this competition more than any other team, and they are here again tonight to see how best they can add to the tally of what they already have, whilst Eastern Lions are here to see how best they can reduce the deficit. This could be a good one again for them. Innocent is very much patient in that point. He sends the crosser, comes in. That was very, very close. Very, very close. And you can see that Fatmata is not happy. He's waiting to get a word with the players. They need to see how best they can stop Ali from moving anyhow in the defensive area. He's a very technical player, Ali. He's very much gifted in terms of finding the back of the net. And from what we're seeing at the moment, Dumbuya, Ali Conte, and that of SS and Innocent are looking to break the defense. They are taking the length and breadth and looking to frustrate the wingers of Eastern Lions. Here, going again, Mighty Blackpool. They're also searching now. A good one comes in there. The fans were not happy. And also, we are now seeing the goalkeeper, Chinedu, speaking with Kamara. Just as what we saw, the fans are very much eager to see Chinedu positions the ball for the goal kick to be taken. He's having a very good frame, and he plays for Simbo, the captain David, who forces the ball infield for Conte. Conte couldn't quite get to that one, and it's a throw-in to Mighty Blackpool. Mighty Blackpool are beginning to see that they get what they're looking out for in this particular final. And we're still in the first half, and we're yet to see any goal from either side. Mighty Blackpool still looking to unlock the doors of Eastern Lions defense, whilst Eastern Lions attack with SS, Conte, and that of Innocent are still yet not been able to penetrate through the defense of Mighty Blackpool. We're enjoying the match here at the Southern Arena Stadium. The arena that is capacitated to up to 7,000. This could be a chance.
What an opportunity!
Esther! Finally, Mighty Blackpool, they've been able to, and we saw the lines. The AR2 has brandished his flag. It's an offside.
What an offside!
Mighty Blackpool, they thought they've got the first goal in this particular grand final before we got to see the lines raising the flag to disagree with the Mighty Blackpool players.
And the officials of Mighty Blackpool seem not to be happy.
They are protesting this one. They thought they've got the very first goal in the grand final.
And that is why I mentioned that Mighty Blackpool wants to go on the break. Opportunity!
Esther! Finally, Mighty Blackpool, they've been able to, and we saw the lines. The ball infield for Conte, especially with the wingers of Mighty Blackpool. And you can look at Coach Yellowman. He's not a happy man. He was expecting that to be given to Mighty Blackpool, but the referees are in control. Wow. They were in agreement, Esther, the referee and that of the AR2 that brandishes his flag. We're going again. Cargo goes up against Idrissa Cisse. Now it's Conte, Kamara. Mighty Blackpool are beginning to use the wing like you rightly mentioned. And I think Eastern Lions, they need to be very careful. Very, very careful, because they are playing with high line. Remember, Idrissa is going front more and more. And that is why Mighty Blackpool are looking to use those areas to create problems for the defense of Eastern Lions. Now it's the affairs of Eastern Lions. Idrissa trying to see how best he can connect his man there. We're having approximately a good number of supporters here at the Southern Arena Stadium, approximately 3,500 watching. And SS Cargo still wins possession. It goes to Dumbuya. Dumbuya being dispossessed, and the player is down in 10, and the referee He is calling on the players, he's calling on the captains to see how best he can calm situations between the two captains of either side. Mighty Blackpool, David Simbo, and we're still having the match commissioner, Kasho J. Olan Cole, having a word with the coach of Mighty Blackpool, that is Coach Yellowman. Some of the fans are saying it was not an offside, and that is the exact reason why Coach Yellowman is protesting. And we saw Kasho Joel and Cole, who happens to be the match commissioner, speaking with the head coach of the Mighty Blackpool team, Coach Yellowman, and Ali Mami
Blackpool face off Eastern Lions here at the Southern Arena. We are almost
Just had a word with his coach to calm down and let the match continue.
at the Southern Arena.
Very interesting,
Meanwhile, Blackpool
very, very entertaining.
was full
Mighty Blackpool playing with a lightning transition down from the flanks. Their number 10 is very, very creative. He has created a lot of sparks in the midfield. And for Eastern Lions, they are relying solely on Innocent. And now it's Fofana in 17 for Eastern Lions. And that was a foul in a very promising position for Eastern Lions. Fofana looking to see how best he can break the defense of Mighty Blackpool. We're really looking at a very, very good chance. Dumbuya going for that one for Eastern Lions. Are they going to convert from that point? Are they going to make good use of the opportunities they are having in this particular game? The atmosphere is electric. Eastern Lions arrive here with a blend of youthful energy players. Very, very ruthless. They are very much disciplined. They are hungry to add up to the cup tally. David Simbo, the captain, he's the one who is going to go for this one. And this is going to be a very, very tough one. He goes, and that was not too dangerous for goalkeeper for that matter. It's a goal kick to Mighty Blackpool. Mighty Blackpool, the most successful team in the FA Cup competition here in Sierra Leone. Goalkeeper for that matter, he sends this one in field. The midfield, a battle again. Mighty Blackpool, Kamara, Jallo. From a far left, he sends the crosser infield. And Mighty Blackpool are still looking to break the defense of Eastern Lions. And Chinedu is still having a word with the head coach and that of the captain of Eastern Lions. Chinedu in goal, waiting to move up with proceedings. The fans are dancing, the fans are singing, but from the side of Eastern Lions, we're not seeing that much coming from them. The momentum is not that much from the fans as what we're seeing at the moment. And at the moment, the referee is trying to see how best he can communicate a lot of information to the players. I think we need to see them gingering the players. We need to see them giving the moral support to the players as they are here to ask the 12th players. And that is why the fans are here. See how they can motivate the players to see how best they can give them the moral support they needed in executing the attack in the particular pitch. Chinedu center field. Orange competition. Now it's Idrissa. Idrissa goes back to Dumbuya, to Jazzy. Dumbuya. He finds Fauna. Very much on that one. And now it's Numuke preventing the defense in Lions, whilst Mighty Blackpool are looking to break the defense. From what we're seeing at the moment, Mighty Blackpool are beginning to transition to use most of the wing compared to they don't want to penetrate through midfield, because from what we're seeing, Dumbuya, Aziz Conte or Ali Conte, and Chinedu, they seem to be in control of the midfield, and so they want to definitely look for a backdoor they can use to cause problems for the defense of Eastern Lions. The referee sound his whistle for a foul on Numux. A kick to Eastern Lions from the far deep midfield. Numuke in 15. He goes back to. He goes back. 32 minutes gone in the first half here at the Southern Arena Stadium. And it's still 0 for Eastern Lions and 0 for Mighty Blackpool. David Simbo, the captain He's leading the team, and he's the most experienced player in this particular grand final. Remember, on the bench for Eastern Lions, they are having a host of quality players. Amongst them as well is Jojo, another player who has been with the national team for a couple of times. A crosser comes into SS, being dispossessed there by Kamara. Innocent trying to win possession. In 9, a clearance comes in. That was very clever from Kamara. He clears the danger area. Now it's Idrissa Cissé. He tries to connect Innocent. Innocent battling there with Dumbuya. Dumbuya wins possession. He goes to Alimami. Alimami has been a thorn in the flesh in midfield for the midfielders for Eastern Lions. Now it's Numuke battling it out to gain possession. He does. He finds Idrissa Cissé. Cissé, the referee, caught the action and sound the whistle for a foul on Idrissa Cissé. It's a kick to the guys of Eastern Lions. You're getting us all here. 34 minutes gone in the first half. And Mighty Blackpool 0, Eastern Lions 0. We're considering looking at this particular match. The intensity we expected is what we're definitely seeing in this particular encounter. It's a free kick being given to Eastern Lions, and the captain, David, is standing behind the ball. This is a very good one. Eastern Lions are looking to convert from the spot kick. They've had a couple of chances, though they've not been able to convert from it. But I tell you, they are looking to unlock the doors, and I think the defense needs to be very careful of Mighty Blackpool. Simbo goes to Fofana, who goes to Numuke in 15. Numuke sends it in field to Ali Conte. A blast there from Dumbuya. David Simbo wins possession. He goes to Ibrahim. Ibrahim being dispossessed. It's time now for the guys of Mighty Blackpool. Mighty Blackpool are winning the midfield battle now. Eastern Lions. Quick one now. They are building from the defense. They are beginning to look at things from a different perspective. They want to look at other areas where they can be able to penetrate. But as it is at the moment, a foul on Kamara. Referee says play on. And Eastern Lions are going again from the right flank. Numuke trying to see how best he can beat the captain for Mighty Blackpool. But the captain was very much tough. The captain was very much disciplined and tactical enough to stop Numuke from penetrating through the defense. Namanki. It's a goal kick. Abdul couldn't quite beat the defense there for Mighty Blackpool. Goalkeeper Fatmata waiting to take the goal kick for Mighty Blackpool. And he goes, ball in the volley. A header comes in there from Alimami Bundu. And David Simbo, the captain, wins the header. And the defense now looking to see how best they can clear the danger area. And they've done that brilliantly since the start of the match. We've not seen error from the defense. And Eastern Lions are the host in this grand final, and Mighty Blackpool are the visitors. Though we're here at the Southern Arena Stadium in Bow, but technically Eastern Lions are the host. And the player is down. The medics giving attention to player to see how best he can be back. Kamara. The players are now having a word with the referee. They are having a very decent conversation, and this conversation has been very fruitful. Kamara still speaking to the referee after being treated by the medics of Mighty Blackpool. A good one here, though we're not getting much from the fans. Either the fans of Mighty Blackpool or that of Eastern He's leading the charge. And the kick is going to be taken. Remember, this is the 2026 Orange FA Cup final here at the Southern Arena Stadium. Chinedu sends one cleverly to Kagbo Sulaiman. Kagbo Sulaiman having 4 goals in this competition. I think they are beginning not to get things right from the attack. The guys of Eastern Lions, they are missing out on a whole lot of things. They need to see how best they can link up very well. That is what is missing. And I believe they will definitely look out to see how best they can amend that. Dumbuya in midfield goes to connect Kamara. Kamara tries to take a shot from that point, but that was very much disappointing. But it's a good one. The ambition was there, though he was not able to get it in the right way he anticipated. But Daniel has been very much instrumental for Mighty Blackpool in this very first half. Goalkeeper Chinedu sends the kick infield. SS Sulaiman Kagbo wins the other. Ball in a volley. Kamara in defense. Goes to Jallo. Jallo from the left hand. It seems as if Mighty Blackpool are looking to use the wing backs to create problems for Eastern Lions. Nice Dumbuya into Jazzy. Tries to connect SS Kagbo. He was dispossessed in the process. Now it's Abdul chasing Kamara. That was a foul. And the referee saw it very clearly. And Alimami, 34, takes charge of the ball, waiting for the instructions from the referee. Estamari, this has been an entertaining fixtures. Both teams looking to see how best they can be crowned the champions in this particular FA Cup competition. 40 minutes gone in the very first half, and it's still 0-0. Chinedu, that was very, very careless there from goalkeeper Chinedu. Mighty Blackpool, they've won themselves a corner from that position, and I think Eastern Lions need to be very careful, because in the semi-finals, Mighty Blackpool, they scored a very, very tough goal, and they need to be very much determined here again, going for another one. Do the defense with the captain leading the charge, David Simbo, trying to prevent one from going in. Alimami Bundu in 34 jersey. He goes with the kick, the corner kick, and the referee has already sounded the whistle, Esther, for a foul on the defenders of Eastern Lions.
You can sense the tension, you understand, emanating from either side. Mighty Blackpool, they want to get the goal. We've seen beautiful display of skills from the players of Mighty Blackpool, moving the ball up front, even though their last shot here has been a huge problem for them. While Eastern Lions, when it all started, we saw a more disciplined Eastern Lions, but approaching the end of the first half, much has not been seen from them, as we seem to be seeing tire legs.
Yeah, they've not been very much creative. They've not been able to connect the players. The links are not really getting it. They're not getting it right here at the moment. And now Mighty Blackpool are going against Jallo from the left-hand position, like you already mentioned. They want to use the wing. And that was a very good defending there from Ibrahim. A tackle comes in there from Kamara. And the referee has given a throw-in to Mighty Blackpool. You're very right. We saw the Eastern Lions, play against FC Cologne in the semi-finals. They've not been very much creative in this particular game today. Maybe they are waiting for an instruction from the coach of Eastern Lions, Coach Emil. Remember, he was with the national team. And if you look at the experience he's having, it's a throw-in now to Mighty Blackpool. Mighty Blackpool are looking to use this particular wing. And that is why Eastern Lions, they need to be very careful. Jallo goes again. He sends it in field. A header comes in, right in the basket of goalkeeper Chinedu. who volleys the ball again in field to connect SS Cargo. SS looking to connect. Ali Conte has been very much quiet. Ali Danger Conte Esther. He has not been the Ali we used to know in the other matches for Eastern Lions. Now Chinedu again, trying to see how best he can connect with Fofana. Abdul in 15. He wins the header. Fofana going to, but a foul. We've seen a transition in the team. Innocent moving out to the right flank and allowing Ali Danger to go on the left. Maybe they can be able to break the defense. The kick comes in from the captain. And it is very much so on easy lies the head that wears the crown. That is exactly what we're seeing here this evening, Esther. From man in 6 jersey for mighty Blackpool. He has been very much determined. He has been very much consistent. He's leading the charge in defense. He's giving instructions to the midfield. They are coordinating very well, the defense and the midfield. It is just very much unfortunate they've not been able to get it right in attack. Simbo goes to Dumbuya. Dumbuya being dispossessed again. Jallo running through to win possession. David Simbo, the captain, very much calm. Very easy on the ball. He's not in any situation. He's not even panicked. Daniel goes to Idrissa. Idrissa, Cisse, trying to see how best he can get in through. And a blocking there again from Cargo. Cargo goes for Kamara. A cutoff comes in from the defense and midfield of Mighty. Nice Jallo. Jallo goes to Kamara. Player is down in 10. But referee is play on. Mighty Blackpool looking to attack. They're still going. Mighty Blackpool car. And comes in. And the deflection. Chinedu running to get that one. And he does. No pressure on the Mighty Blackpool players. And Kamara, who was down, is up again. And 45 minutes gone already. And 3 minutes been added for the very first half. Mighty Blackpool 0. Eastern Lions, the Killers 0. The T-Stars boys up against the Killers of Eastern. The T-Stars boys of Western here. And we're really enjoying the match so far. Very, very good work we've seen from Innocence. He's moving in, trying to see how best he can help the team. He goes to Abdul in 15. Abdul goes back to Ibrahim Hussein's one infield to connect SS Kagbo. SS has not been the best in this part first half. Jallo, that was a very good cut off there from Kamara. The pair in between Kamara and that of David Simbo has been instrumental. Idrissa comes in a good cut off there again. Very disciplined one there from Kamara Alimami. It's a throwing out to Eastern Lions. Idrissa Cisse goes for a long crosser comes from Idrissa. Oglabo. That was a very good one from the goalkeeper of Mighty Blackpool. Fatmata, who is looking very clever with the eagle eye. He's preventing every ball from getting to the back of the net since the start of the first half. He goes long. The defense very much coordinated. They are beginning to build again. I think Mighty Blackpool now need to be very. It's a throw-in. Abdul, that was very much porous from him. Jallo looking to see his responsibility for Kuroma Emmanuel. Now waiting for Jallo. Jallo present the opportunity. Raima has been a very instrumental of Mighty Blackpool in the first. Now it's Dumbuya. He goes. That was very hard tackle there from the captain of Mighty Blackpool, and the referee is still very much calm. And he's taking his time cards in this match. He's very much aware we're playing here. It's the FA Cup final, and that is why the referee in issuing yellow cards or any of the other cards in this particular game. David Simbo, 18 jersey, wants to be the experienced player in this particular grand final today. And remember, like I mentioned, on the bench is Jojo and host of other quality players When you look at Galacticos of players, Eastern Lions are coming through now. Kwame Kwe is also on the bench for Eastern Lions. He has been instrumental helping them in the Leon Rock Premier League. Maybe he's going to be given a chance in this grand final. Now, Kamara.
And this was for Mighty Blackpool also. We saw the captain of Bullum Stars currently with Mighty Blackpool. Most of other players.
Mighty Blackpool, like I told you, the tough youth team. This is between the youth goes with the experience. You look at the Eastern Lions team, having Chinedu, having David Simbo, having Abdul, Kwame Kwe, Jojo, and the rest of it. The referee has sounded whistle for the end of 14 minutes gone already, and it's still and for Mighty Blackpool, the T boys. We've enjoyed the first half so far. We've seen chance either sides, and we've really enjoyed. We've seen the battle in midfield, the coordination in defense. Though we've not seen much from the attackers, they've not been able to penetrate the defense of either side. Estimate.
Indeed, and a whole lot of dignitaries are here. FA President, the Minister, the Executive National Authority, a whole lot of officials that are witnessing this match, and it had in a stalemate in the first half. It's still that of Blackpool. This is Barry Kamara alongside his executive court members. You have the likes of Philip Buck. You have Ramatulai. You have Mr. Jallo. These are all executive committee members of the Sierra Leone Football Action. You have the NSA Executive Director, the Minister of Sport, all here witnessing this finals. Like shown, the winner of this particular represents Sierra Leone in the continental stage of the Confederation Cup preliminary qualifiers, which will start on December 4th, 2026 this year, and the draw will be made immediately after August produced the representatives. The president of the FA, being by his executive committee members. Now getting from the director of media at the Sierra Leone Football Association, Ibrahim Kamara. We've watched, and it's all said with intense bat from the Lions. Approaching the end of the match, it was a total U-turn, and Blackpool totally took control of the match, dictated and got several.
Indeed, Esther. So a couple of chances coming from Jallo for Mighty Blackpool. He was very much instrumental. Kagbo for Blackpool tried to spark something, but tonight the goalkeepers, the defense lines to watch. This is the kind of tense tactical half you expect between Sam's oldest rivals. West City have qualification on the line, and right now it's time. Second half, staying 15 minutes. We're here. We've enjoyed it so far. The half, like you mentioned, we have these here that are here to witness the FA the Cup finals. So much is at stake. You mentioned half confederation in place, the tight, the fee, and a host of other. Like I told you, Esther, it's a battle between Eastern and Western. Mighty Blackpool Western, Eastern Lions coming from the eastern part of Freetown, locked in for the FA Cup final. Going to become the champions.
Thank you very much, Live Fila Conte. You are getting entries out an arena court of AY. I am Maria Samora, who join a media comments. And for now, we go for a break.
Every home deserves a cry of a baby. Every pregnant woman deserves the best pre- and postnatal care. Well, if you're thinking of start having babies, then Gaston is questions, inform and to give you the confidence about the importance of pregnancy multivitamin. Gestin, manufactured in Spain, is one of Europe's leading pre- and postnatal supplements, specially formulated and well fortified with 17 essential vitamins, including folic acid, iron, iodine, and omega-3 and 6 to help meet the increased needs of women and babies. This powerful multivitamin is a booster for smooth conception, an asset in fetal development, a great impact on breast milk quality, which means you can take it before, during, and after pregnancy.